Hi, this is Eric Elder. I'd like to play a worship song for you tonight. It's called How Great Thou Art, and it's a traditional hymn, but I found a beautiful arrangement, and I'd love to play it for you. I played it last week for a friend of mine's book launch. She had been working on this book for 20 years, and it's a Civil War novel, and it's called Follow the Wind Home, and her name is Cami Corliss Quinn. I was helping her get the book out of her computer and out into the world because I love to help Christian authors get their books out so other people can be blessed by them. So she had reached a point in the process where she was finished with her book, and she came to me and said, now what do I do with it? How do I get it out to people? And so for the last several months, we've been working on it and getting it uploaded to Amazon and Lulu and other places where people can listen to it and be blessed by it. So we just had her book launch last week, and she asked, Eric, could you play a hymn for me at the end of my talk at the library? We went to a library, and she had friends from all over the country actually came in, and family, and we just had a beautiful launch for her book, and it really was even more like a wedding as she described it, because she was planning it and working with some people to put together hors d'oeuvres and all these little things and music, and it was very sweet, and it was just such a nice atmosphere. And we closed the day with this song of How Great Thou Art. So I'd love to play it, and I'd love you to just worship along with me and just enjoy this moment. I'll put the links in the notes so that you can check out her book, check out the video of her talk and the actual worship we did in that room that day, and also check out her website and some of her other writings. They're very inspirational, but they're also very much literature like John Steinbeck or Willa Cather. It's really a great feel from that era of our country's history. So this is How Great Thou Art. O Lord my God, when I in awesome wonder consider all the worlds thy hands have made, I see the stars, I hear the rolling thunder, thy power throughout the universe displayed. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And forest glades I wander, and hear the birds sing sweetly in the trees. When I look down from lofty mountain grandeur, and hear the brook, and feel the gentle breeze, then sings my soul, Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. And when I think that God his Son not sparing sent him to die, I scarce can take it in, that on that cross, my burden gladly bearing, he bled and died to take away my sin. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Here's the big finish. When Christ shall come with shout of acclamation and take me home, what joy shall fill my heart. Then I shall bow in humble adoration and there proclaim, my God, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art. Then sings my soul, my Savior God, to thee. How great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art, how great thou art. Oh, I just love that. I love that song. I love that version. And I hope you're able to worship along with me. I read this book back at Easter time when I was in Italy. And there were some cold and dreary days. And I just sat in my room by the fireplace. I was staying in a beautiful monastery in this great room with a little Romeo and Juliet balcony looking out onto the streets in this city up in the mountains in Italy. And I just loved reading this book. It was so nice. It was so heartwarming. And it really helped me to move on. It's written to those who love too much, and that includes me. And maybe that includes you. So if you need some strength to move on, some hope that there's a future out there for you, and even if your plans may not have turned out the way you expected, God can work all things for good. It's really true. And if you watch this other video that I did with Cami just a few weeks ago, we talked about how God redeemed even her day of her book launch, July 18th. It was 20 years to the day from when she had eye surgery to remove one of her eyes because of cancer. She's still alive today, and God has redeemed that day for her because she had had such a terrible experience then, but here she is, publishing a novel and getting out to bless the world. So I hope you take a look for Follow the Wind Home, a novel by Cami Corliss Quinn. And also just enjoy worshiping the Lord here on this Sunday or whatever day you're watching.